a child, did you ever say the phrase, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me"? Part of growing up is realizing that sticks and stones do break bones, but words can be just as damaging and leave deep wounds as well. A high school football player drops a pass, makes a fumble, and the entire team blames him for the loss of the game. A waitress brings an order to some customers who not only point out the food that is missing, but call the waitress dumb for forgetting the fries. And maybe as you think back on your life, you can remember some of the words that were spoken on you that you still remember and recall and dwell on. Maybe you can still feel the venom of those words pulsing through your heart. Words like, "You will never do anything," "You're dumb," "You're a slut," "You're a quitter," "You're worthless." The pain of these words can last a lifetime. Sticks and stones can break our bones, but words can often leave deep, deep wounds. My younger brother reminded me of that a while back. We were sharing a meal and talking about being teenagers, and he brought up a fight that we had and some words that I said to him. And the words were hurtful and vicious and mean, and I told him I didn't mean them and I love my brother. But the poison dart of those words has stayed in his heart for over 10 years. In the New Testament, in the book of James, the writer marvels about the power of our mouth, the power of our tongue. He says it's amazing that the same mouth that produces blessings also produces curses. He says this is found nowhere else in nature. In fact, I'll actually read for you James chapter 3, verses 9 through 11. It says, "With the tongue we praise our Lord and Father, and with it we curse human beings who have been made in God's likeness. Out of the same mouth comes praise and cursing. My brothers and sisters, this should not be. Can both fresh water and salt water flow from the same spring?" It's an absurdity that we use our mouth to bless and curse our brothers and sisters. James finds it ridiculous that we can go up to somebody and say, "I hate you and you are worthless," when that person is created in the image of God and Jesus Christ has died for them. James finds it ridiculous that we could judge somebody and speak negatively about them based on race, creed, where they are in life, in retirement, wealth. James goes on to say that the words that we should be bringing to one another should be words of peace, love. Our words should be full of mercy, grace, and understanding. And James says that whenever we speak in this way, whenever we use our mouths as bringers of blessings, we end up harvesting righteousness and peace. Sticks and stones may break our bones, but words can be powerful too. And so in Genesis, when God creates the world, he calls the world, the plants, the animals good. But when he makes human beings, he calls them very good. And when Jesus Christ was sent to this world to die on the cross, it wasn't because we had achieved something, but it was because God so loved the world. He so loved you. The words that have been spoken over you in the Bible are powerful. They are words of love and grace and mercy. And because God speaks those words over us, we should be empowered to do the same. We should be empowered to look at each other with the eyes of angels. There's an old saying that if we could see with the eyes of angels, in front of each person we would see a guardian angel making the proclamation, "Make way for the image of God. Make way for the image of God." We are empowered to speak words of grace, words of gentleness, peace, mercy, and blessing. And so as we go out, let's be careful how we use our tongues. And let's be sure that we stop using them to put poison darts in other people's hearts. Grace and peace.